Hi, I'm Mark.
I'm Rox.
We're LadBaby.
And this is our podcast, Live, Laugh, Love the Podcast.
Yay!
Come on.
She's clapping.
I'm in the moment, my
She's
friend.
in the moment.
I won't wait till no morning.
Don't you dare.
You never know when it's over.
No, you don't.
Come on.
Wait, yeah, oh.
Right, and dance. Let's go. Woo!
Woo.
Feels like a workout video.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Get the energy this week, guys. If you're listening, if you're walking, if you're working, we're here. Hello. I'm bringing the vibe.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Live, Laugh, Love, LadBaby podcast.
We are back, and what a week it has been, my friend.
I'm going to say already, I've got more energy. The kids have been back at school a little while.
Yeah.
We're getting better sleep. I've got my life back. I just feel more energised now.
And you got new gym kit. You've been working out a bit, haven't you? Handsome.
Don't want to show off, but if you're watching this on YouTube and you think I look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know.
You're watching the wrong channel.
You're watching the gun show. Do you know what I mean? If you're listening, you're not seeing these guns. Oh, where's the gun show?
Where's he on?
Well, yeah, wow, bursting out of this hoodie.
He's not actually got a weapon in here, all right?
Well, I have, but
He's got...
it's because I've had to wear a hoodie because I burst out of all my shirts.
I
You know
don't
what
think
mean?
I'll ever have a gun show. Like, never.
No.
I've never had one. I don't feel like I need to possess one, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to go for the bingo show.
Thank you for joining us once again on the podcast. If you ever want to email in, the email address is ladbabypodcast@gmail.com. We've got all your favourite features coming up today. Dilemma, Date Night Diaries,
Yeah.
Confessions of a Lifetime, Living with a Southerner, and Would You Rather?
Would you rather?
Would
I'm
you
going to
rather?
say yes today.
Oh.
I would rather.
Oh,
I'm positive. PMA.
Oh.
Positive mental attitude.
Positive.
I would rather.
she would rather.
Do you have a what are they called again? Blimey. What are they called?
I don't know.
A review.
I do have a review.
Oh my God. I just totally I had a 40-year-old blank out there. I totally forgot what the word was for review. Brilliant.
You're reaching that age.
Mate, I reached it a while ago. I don't remember anything.
Here. We do have a review. If you ever want to review our podcast, we will be very, very, very grateful. I get lots of messages saying how much people love it and enjoy it.
You've had, actually, sorry to interrupt, Mark, but you've had last 2 weeks, you've had the last 2 episodes people have been going wild for.
People have been going wild, Roxanne. They have been going...
People have said, like, this their faves.
No, lots of people have been saying, lots of people have emailed in telling me what penetration testing is.
Yeah, I've had a few descriptions.
So thank you for everyone that's Googled penetration testing and let us know.
I've been brave enough to Google that.
If you haven't, I'm not going to tell you. I want you to Google it. So thank you very much for that, for everyone that's emailed in about that. And yeah, just generally very funny me talking about the story of someone farting in someone's face. So very, very...
Why did you have to take it back to the fart face? Like,
So,
come on.
Thank you if you have reviewed our podcast. If you haven't, please do, because it really does make a huge difference. We have got a review in here, 5-star review.
Of course, Mark. That's what you asked for.
That's what I asked for. And if you want me to read
You don't
them out...
ask, you don't get.
You don't get.
What they say up north.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
You don't ask, you don't get, Roxy.
Well,
that's what I get all the time.
I ask for the 5 stars and people are very kind. So, hi, Mark and Rox. I'm totally in love with the podcast and I've been following you since the lunchbox video on Facebook.
Oh,
Long
wow.
while.
That's
I look
long.
forward to every Thursday of every week, and I've now renamed them Podcast Thursday. I laugh so much that I can't almost breathe and end up crying with laughter and tears.
Sorry, but great.
I'm a carer out in a community and always get to my first client an hour early if I'm working, just so I can have my live, laugh, love fix.
No.
Please never stop the podcast. Don't think I could deal with it again without it in my life.
Oh, wow.
Lisa. Lisa.
What a review.
Thank you, Lisa.
Lisa, if I could give you a gift, I would give you a box of milk tray and a bottle of Prosecco. So
Wow.
I'm giving you a virtual gift, not a real one. But thank you for that review. That's what I
Lisa, the next time you eat a box of milk tray, imagine it came from Roxanne.
imagine. Just imagine.
Just imagine it came
and a
from
nice bottle of cold, chilled Prosecco.
Prosecco. Okay.
Not just any Prosecco.
No.
This is M&S Prosecco.
Oh.
I'll give you a really nice fancy bottle.
Other supermarkets are available.
Yeah, not that. Just thought I'd go there. I was trying to do that woman's voice, but I'm not.
Well, you know what? Me and Rox have
not
had a busy week this week.
Oh. Wild. It's been wild.
Another wild. 3 times she said wild today.
It's my word of the week, wild.
You've been saying the word wild so much.
I feel it's topical.
wild. But we have had a very busy week. We went to London for a TV premiere.
Yes, we did. And we went to a festival. Well, it was the beginning of last week. But to be fair, it feels like one week has blended into a huge week.
We've done so much.
We've been on a photo shoot. We've done so much this week.
Yes.
But the London premiere was epic.
So I'll be honest, I've never been to a TV show premiere before.
No.
We got invited. It was actually fantastic. It was for MAFS, is the abbreviation.
For people who don't know that, Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight.
Which I hear, Married at First Sight, Australia, huge.
Okay.
Apparently people love it.
I'm just going to throw it out there. I hadn't watched one.
You hadn't, but that's okay.
I'm going to be honest.
This is what life's about, exploring and finding new things that you enjoy, right?
Yes, I hadn't watched a Married at First Sight episode. And if you don't know what this show is, don't worry. Basically, what it is, it's single people that basically get experts to help them match with their perfect partner, right? So
at first you're like, cool.
So you basically, you go on the show and if you're single, you go, hey, I'm looking for a woman. I want her to be tall. I want her to be funny. I want her to be whatever.
Dogs or animals.
I'm into animals.
I'm into climbing, rock climbing or whatever. You tell them your interests.
You tell them your interests. The experts will find you on paper the perfect match. Here's the catch. The first time you get to meet, talk or see this person is at the wedding altar.
Wild.
The wedding is
on your wedding day.
On your wedding day. The room is full of all your family, all her family. And the first time you get to see or meet each other is literally when they walk down the aisle. And then you have to say, I think you've got to say, I do. I don't think there's a way out.
I haven't seen anyone say a way out yet. But so they basically get matched. And the first day they meet is on their wedding day and they get married. Now,
you
Mark
have to
obviously you're not really into trash TV, are you?
I wouldn't call it trash.
No, but you're not into reality TV.
No,
sorry.
I'll be honest.
When I say trash, I mean good.
I'll be honest. I don't watch a lot of TV generally.
No, I mean you don't get much time.
The only sort of TV I watch live is normally sport.
Football, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else live, I record it, I catch it later, I get it on a stream. Yeah. I'm not really a live TV person.
I was like, oh, let's go. It'll be good. Let's go. You wasn't really up for it, but actually you open-minded. You went.
I was so open-minded. Open-minded, it was wild. And I'll be honest, I really enjoyed the show.
You're not even lying here.
No.
Mark actually did a full 360 and now wants to watch the series.
Right, and here's why.
More than me.
And here's why, right? The first couple that get matched up, they were perfect, right?
So good.
Rox was all moved by it.
Crying.
Oh, they're so perfect for each other.
They were positive, happy, bubbly, lovely.
Oh my God, they both love dogs.
They were both a bit crazy.
He loves a dog. She loves a dog. This is the best, right?
The ring bearer was the dog.
Right, Roxy's going
I'm loving
wild.
it. I'm loving it.
She's so into the moment. There's a few little tears because they've met at the altar. They instantly love each other. You can see they're going to have a lovely time, right? I was like, yeah, it's good. It's nice that experts have done their job. That's their job. They've done it.
But you liked it. Make you feel good.
Yeah, it's feel good.
It's a love story. It's a modern day love story.
Well, we don't know, but
with a twist.
So first couple, fine. Rox is in the moment. She's in the element, right? We're watching this in a cinema, can I say, in London, Leicester Square. Second couple, a bit more posh, well-to-do.
Yeah.
Right? Both of them individually, fantastic. Both seem great people.
They both was like, we're very just lonely.
Both
they were
lonely.
So lonely, and they were like, we're a lot older, and I mean, the lady had never even.
Sorry, a lot older. They're in their 30s, not a lot older.
No, but I mean, they hadn't even. The lady hadn't even had a partner. She was just like, I just haven't found someone that I really like.
Yeah.
So she was like, I really want to be matched with someone.
It was fantastic because at the altar, he turns around slowly, casts his eye on what is going to be his wife. Instantly, you can tell he doesn't like her. And that's what I'm here for.
Mark.
I'm here
I mean, it
for
was
this drama.
awkward because everyone in the cinema was like, and Mark's like, like wildly laughing. Everyone's in shock because the man thinks the girl looks like the sister.
So
it turns into like a drama.
The man basically,
drama.
The man has a twin sister, and he instantly, you hear the little voiceover that he's voiced over and goes, she looks like my sister.
I mean, she did.
She did.
And she laughed like his sister.
And the whole cinema did this intake of this like horrid gasp of air where everyone is so upset that
it's awkward.
Awkward. She was all right. The woman that was getting married, she was like open to it. She loved it. It was the guy. You instantly saw his discontent. You instantly saw that
and
he didn't like her.
was a mummy's boy as well.
He felt a bit of a mummy's boy. Instantly wasn't happy. This was the greatest moment of my life. Whole cinema quiet, gasping in horror. I'm there going, oh, yes.
This is the best show ever. And I'm like, Mark, shush. Mark, shush. All like Channel 4 and that are there. And Mark's there laughing his head off at a part that is awkward. Very awkward.
He's having to marry somebody that reminds him of his sister. What?
That's the risk you take.
That is the risk you take.
To be fair, though, it panned to the sister, the camera, and she had married what looked like a version of him.
Of her brother. They'd both been coupled. Like, she had naturally...
It was so weird.
Oh, it is incredible.
It was fantastic.
And I was clapping and laughing.
At that moment, I was hooked. And
Rox was kicking me, going, shut up, you're embarrassing us. Everyone's looking at you because you're laughing at this poor man. I'm like, this is great TV.
This is great TV,
This is what I've bought into. I want every couple to instantly turn around and hate one another and then have to marry them. Yes. Incredible.
But Mark, please. So we were on the red carpet, right? We arrived at this event and there's like the paps there, some cameras, and they're taking photos of me and Mark. And then there's the cameras that want to talk to you, and Channel 4 like to Mark. So, have you watched the series? And Mark's like, oh no, obviously I've been brought here today to come and like showcase and watch the series. And they had put out the teeth thing, Mark.
So they'd put out a viral clip of basically when one of the couples get married, he has those like fake
teeth,
hillbilly teeth in like as a joke on them. So the woman walks down the aisle, she looks at him and he smiles. He's got his fake hillbilly teeth, and this woman cringes and thinks that's his real teeth, right?
Yeah.
And so
he's like a joker.
It's like a joke. It's obviously then he takes the fake teeth out and everyone laughs.
And they were laughing.
So they're asking me, Channel 4, they're going interviewing, going. So there's obviously that viral clip that we've put out about. The teeth. How do you think, Roxanne would take it if you'd have played that joke on her at the altar? And I went, it wasn't really a joke for me. It was just Rox's life. I did have teeth like that. And the woman was like,
she was
right.
like, And Mark was like, yeah, my teeth were like that.
My teeth were
Rox,
like that.
She still loved me. And I was like, yeah, I've always loved him with his teeth. And now with his new teeth.
Yeah, I was like, I'll be honest, I've only just started sorting my teeth out. I'm having a great time. I'm using Invisalign. But Rox actually had to deal with that in real life.
Well, I didn't have to deal with it. I think you've always been handsome. It don't matter about looks, is what I said. I don't think it matters about looks. Looks fades, teeth go.
I'm not losing my teeth.
Your
Jesus.
Well, they'll fall out eventually, love. Your eyesight will go. So this is the topic that I'm saying, right? I've loved you no matter what you've looked like. You've loved me no matter what I've looked like. Right?
Have I?
This is the thing. Could you do Married at First Sight?
No.
I feel like No. You straight in.
I couldn't do it.
Even if you were so lonely and we're never going to meet anyone. I was dead. The kids,
I'd be happy.
gone. Such a liar.
I'd be so rich. I'd have so much money. Honestly.
Shut up. It's you and your children that cause you a lot of money problems.
Oh, here we go. It is not me causing the money problems. You can shut right up.
We haven't got any money problems, but what I'm saying is you wouldn't do it. I thought you would have.
I mean...
Because you're always up for a laugh and a bit of a, well, we got married in Vegas, for God's sake. That was a shotgun wedding.
I mean, yes, but I knew you.
Sure, but would you consider it?
Right.
You haven't had the perfect life that you've had currently.
Here's my thing, right? I would go on like a dating show to be partnered with somebody.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't do the married straight in.
It's the married bit, isn't it?
It's the married thing, yeah. I don't know what happens. Surely there has to be some prenup involved, because if you get partnered with someone and they're like a bazillionaire and you've got nothing, you could partner up, get married on the day, 10 minutes later go, I'm out of this, I want off your gear.
Yeah, but what if you've got to the altar, you don't like the look of them, but then you spend a month with them and you're like, oh my God, they're the best person I've ever met.
It's
They
the
were
risk.
right.
Yeah, it's the risk though, isn't it?
But you should be open-minded. I don't think you go into those things thinking, oh, no. You can't go into something like that thinking, I'm not going to like the look of them. Because you're taking the hugest risk.
But I think they partner you with similar interests, right?
Yeah, but not what you like.
No, right? No. So, well, I think that they obviously take into consideration what you're looking for. You know, if you're like 4 foot and you say, I don't want someone 6 foot, they're probably going to take that into consideration.
Right.
Right. So I think they are doing that like look based and like what you're looking for. My problem is if I said my interests were like, oh, you know, I like going to watch football.
Yeah, we wouldn't be partnered up because.
No, but hear me out. If I say I like to go and watch football and they go, great, we've got this wonderful girl here. She ticks all your like boxes.
Yeah.
She has the same interests as you. She likes going to football. You like going to football.
Right.
That's not what I'm looking for.
No, because.
I want my time off. I don't want her coming.
Yeah, I agree. Totally.
Matching
I like
me on
shopping. I don't want you to like shopping.
Yeah.
Because I want to go shopping and enjoy myself.
Exactly.
Amen.
This is the thing,
it doesn't work.
If the things I like, if I liked going to horse racing, watching football and going to car shows, that's me time. I don't want a woman that likes that. You can do your own thing. You go and do.
I like someone.
You go and watch Bridget Jones's 8th film and go shopping.
Oh, wow,
and then,
what a day that would be.
You know, even like food, like, oh, what food do you like? I'd be like, burger and chips. She likes burger and chips. I'm like,
I like Thai food.
yeah.
I like, sushi.
But then I'm never going to go out of my comfort zone either.
No, exactly. And this is the thing, right? Me and you are polar opposites. We have the same like comedy, funniness, and we do like the same things, but we are opposite. You're like...
I'm sensible. You're not.
Amen,
I'm sort of normal.
You're not
I'm normal.
Actually, you are
I'm normal. You're off centre.
Yep.
I'm tall. You're short.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want me to continue? Or?
Yeah, go on, because I'm interested. Come on. See how far you can dig into the hole that's beneath
I'm great
your
with
feet.
money. You're not great with money. I'm good at DIY. You're bad at DIY. I'm great at housework. You're bad at housework.
Yeah.
I'm
a great mother.
I can't be that. I'm a great dad.
I'm a great cook. You're awful.
Yeah, great.
Do you want to say anything great that I'm good at, or do you just want to point out?
I'm good at time management. You're not.
I bring the vibe. You don't.
I'm good at cleaning up after myself. Roxy's not.
Yeah.
Roxy's really good at dancing, and I'm not. There you go.
Don't belittle me in front of a microphone.
You are good at dancing.
I am, but I do have a lot of strings to my bow.
Go on.
I am a great positive person. You are negative and moaning.
Realistic.
Moaning.
Realistic.
Moaning.
Realistic.
Moaning.
No.
You can't put realistic in a moan.
You can. I'm realistic over things.
Yeah.
You're unrealistic over things.
A dreamer, some would say. So this is the thing, right? So I sometimes think that this tick box thing just won't work.
Yeah.
Because we found common ground and learnt to tolerate each other and love each other.
Also, the things that I looked for wouldn't have been you.
Yeah, I know. Neither you.
If they said, what is it you're looking for? I'd have been like, somebody tall.
Yeah.
I'd have wanted a tall lady.
Yeah.
That was like, I'm 6'8".
Your neck is forever in pain.
Yeah. Like
me.
I'm a 6'8" man. I'd have
You've got a hunch now.
Yeah. I'd have said I want her to be at least 6 foot. Yeah. That'd have been one of my things.
That would have saved you.
I'd have said, I'd have liked somebody not like too loud. Is what I'd have said. Not too, like...
Someone below a 20 on a volume?
I'd have said confident, not loud. And,
all of which I've ticked.
yeah. tidy.
Yeah.
I'd have asked for tidy.
Oh, such a shame you missed out on that.
Somebody that I could understand with their language. Somebody great with money.
See, I wouldn't have gone, shut up with the money, man. Just shut up. I've learned as I've got older.
Somebody that was nice to me. Doesn't tell me to shut up.
Shut up. But I would be the same. I wouldn't have gone with someone who was as sarcastic as you in public, which embarrasses me regularly.
Great.
Because people don't quite understand your humour and sometimes hate you.
Yeah.
I would have gone for someone...
I gave Rox a middle finger in a nail shop earlier.
Yeah. We'll come back to that one.
Right.
I was having my nails done. We won't actually.
No, we will. Because
I was
Rox
having
texted
my
me.
nails done.
Rox having nails.
You said you wanted to wait in the car.
She
'Cause you
texted
missed
me.
me.
I didn't say I missed you at all. She texted me and said, I really want a flat white. Can you go and get me one?
Yeah, because I was
Right.
sitting there waiting for the nail girl. And I'll be honest, she took a while. And you was in the car
Working.
doing nothing.
Working.
Yeah, all right, fine, working. But the coffee shop was next to you and I can't leave, otherwise I lose my space in the queue.
So I went and got her a coffee. I walked in.
Walked in and went, here, this is £2.
No, I
Said it in
didn't.
front of the whole shop.
I went, here we go. I walked in loudly and went, Uber Eats.
You
What?
actually said
I went-
Uber
I
Eats.
shouted, what? Uber Eats, Roxanne.
Oh, it's so
I
embarrassing.
walked over, I put it down, I went, £2. And she went, no, go away.
I went, no, I said thank you, but can you don't
You
do
went,
that.
thank you, go away.
Go and sit in the car.
And then I walked out, slammed the door, and it's all a glass front. And as everyone in the
As
shop was
he
looking
left,
at me.
everyone in the nail shop's looking out the window. He literally puts the finger up and flips a lid at everyone in the shop. and all I heard was a few little gasps like, oh, God, he's so awful. I'm crying, laughing. In the end, I was like, ah! I'm sitting there with my flat white, like, it was lovely.
I loved that.
So, yeah, I wouldn't have had someone as embarrassing / sarcastic to me. Someone not as tall, yeah, definitely. And annoying with shoes. You're a size 15. Right, your shoes do my nutting because they're a size 15. They take up so much space. There's no space for anyone else.
I mean, I can't affect that.
And you've got like 20 pairs of trainers.
Yeah, but you know what they say about big feet? You benefit in other ways, don't you?
Annoying. Just annoying. See what I mean about being awkward? You've got to stop being awkward, Mark.
What do you mean?
But it's so annoying because you make me laugh. So stop it.
Okay.
But this is, I don't know where we're going with it, but my point is,
Could you
on paper,
have done Married at First Sight, yes or no?
No, I don't think I could marry someone I didn't know.
No.
I barely could date someone I didn't know. I had to know someone through a friend or whatever.
Fine.
So I don't think I could do that, no. I would do like a date. I don't think
That's
I'd do
what I mean. I do a dating
dating
thing.
is like my, I find it a bit cringy.
Yeah, but I think everyone does.
Yeah, but I just can't cope with it as a human. So, like, I wouldn't do a show about
Fine.
it. If you died or anything happened to you,
Fine.
no way would I do, like,
A dating
dating
show.
No.
I could do a dating show because you haven't got to marry. I think it's the marriage thing that feels a bit different for me. But that's what makes the show so good, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
That's
and
the edge.
I would recommend watching it because it'll give
good
you...
laugh.
It'll give, from Mark's reaction to not liking sort of reality telly to seeing him, it was
Honestly,
actually quite funny.
If you just like the romance story, that's great. They've got that.
Yeah, but then they've also got the awkwardness.
If you want some car crash telly as well, they've got that as well.
It's not an ad, but we just thought we'd discuss it because we were in London and it was we got dressed up as well, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was a good one. So let us know, guys. Have you ever got married at first sight? Would you ever go on a dating show or a marriage show?
How quick did you get married? Because we got married quite quick, I think.
No, we didn't. We were together like 4 or 5 years.
No, but I mean as in when... Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean married. I mean, we got together very quick and moved
We got together very quickly. But yeah, I mean, people get married straight away, don't they?
Yeah.
Like within a few months. If you've got a marriage story where you got married really quickly, let us know. We can put that into a date night diary. Somebody getting married really quickly. Because I want to know, has that worked? Does that not work? I mean, I'm up for finding out. LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com. Right, you ready?
I'm ready. Do you have a dilemma? Do you need some help in life? Dial a dilemma.
Hey.
Hi, Mark and Rox.
Hello.
Love the podcast. My sister recommended it and I have listened to it ever since.
Oh.
It's the first podcast I have ever listened to and I'm loving it. You popped my podcast cherry.
Hey!
I heard that saying for years.
I know, right?
That's a 90s saying. Please keep me anonymous.
An anonymous dialer dilemma.
So here's
Hello?
my dilemma. Me and my daughter have recently moved in with my partner and his kids.
Okay.
My partner, before I moved in, would say how his next door neighbours were very loud during their late night sexy time action.
Oh, yes.
They've got some loud neighbours. I didn't think much of it until around 6 weeks of living together. I was laying in bed on my phone, relaxing before
no.
bed, when all I could hear was this awful noise coming from outside. I thought to myself,
Oh, sorry, outside and awful.
what is that noise? I don't.
Sorry, it's outside. And why is it outside?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
What?
I then realised it wasn't someone in pain. It was the neighbours enjoying themselves.
Sorry, if it sounds like you're in pain, you're doing it wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not against anyone having fun in their own bedroom, but I have never heard anything like this in my life. The noises and the things she says aren't normal.
What? Sorry, why is it? I've got
Me
so many.
and my partner are now becoming more concerned on how we would explain what all the noises is to the children if they hear it.
Oh no!
All the things she is saying, for example, you're stretching me out.
What does
What does that mean?
You're stretching me out.
Maybe they're into some medieval stuff. Like,
No, surely he's got a big lad, and that's.
oh, I didn't go there. I went to some contraption that she was on.
No, maybe he's so big it's stretching her out.
Oh, wow. They also have 2 children themselves and have their windows wide open all year round.
Oh.
What can I do? What would you do in this situation?
Oh my God!
Stretching me out, finished me off.
Stretching me out.
What
Why?
would you do though? I think
Why
it would
does
be
it-
quite
sorry.
annoying if you constantly heard someone going at it.
Yeah, but why does it sound like they're in pain? What are they doing? What kinky, painful stuff are they into?
Who knows, Mark?
It should sound like enjoyable. The sound of
Well,
love, not
Yeah,
the
but
sound
some
of
people
pain.
like a different kind of. I don't know. I'm not next door. But what I do know is I have some solutions for you. She wants to know how to combat this problem.
Okay, move.
Right, here we go. I've had some time to think about this. When you hear them going for it,
Right.
immediately get up, get yourself a little speaker, get your phone connected.
I'm so interested. What
put
you're
it to the wall,
a speaker,
right?
right?
And you can outdo them. So play some really like heavy noises against the wall.
What do you mean? What music?
No. Sexual noises.
So-
Out-sex them.
Right. So your idea,
Like do some like crazy noises, like wild.
was that a sexy noise, Rox?
No,
That was a
I'm
witch
saying
cackle.
if they're not doing it, play some noises that will baffle them
So
and
you-
stop them.
Your solution is to play porn as loud as you can through
But
the wall.
then I thought
That
that's
might turn
probably
them on.
not. No, that's probably not a good solution because they have children.
Yeah.
So what I would do personally is I'd go on YouTube, I'd get a police siren noise and I'd play it against the wall.
Why?
So they think the old bill will come in. And
Right.
they'll stop. Quick, something's happened. They'll be going out, looking out their windows as if like, oh, what's going on? It'll just stop them.
Sorry, you want to play a police siren to the wall, and that's going to.
My point is outplay them either with music, with a noise that will confuse them and stop them making so much
But surely,
noise.
if they just go to the window and there's no police car, they'll just crack straight back on.
Or, no. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, my solution probably won't be. The
Here's
next thing I would do,
right.
one more, is I would get a letter and
She's
right,
carrying them.
I would no, wait. I wouldn't put it from me. I would put it from the neighbourhood watch. Dear Karen
Look
and
how
Steve.
happy you are. The
Dear
thought
Karen and
neighbourhood
Steve.
watch.
We are representatives of the neighbourhood watch and the council. The decibel reading from your window has been very loud And
Right.
we have had some complaints from your road, neighbours on the road.
Road, yeah.
Please could you refrain from large sounding noises every night or shut your window? Shutup.com.
Right.
Love. Jenny from the council.
Jenny from the council from shutup.com.
Right. Shutup.com.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's what you got to do.
What would you do?
1, don't put a siren to the wall. Actually, phone the police.
Stop.
Not like in a wasting police time. Don't go ringing
Just
999.
make sure they're not hurt.
Contact like the local station and go, hey, I think somebody's in pain being hurt next door. Can you send round some officers? Right?
Well, if it sounds like that.
If it sounds like someone's in pain,
Yeah.
actually report it and go, I think they're in pain.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on
Right.
next door.
That's option 1.
Right.
Option 2,
So you're doing a Keith.
I'm Keithing them with the cops.
The cops? Where
Yeah.
are you, America?
Yeah, not the feds, cops, right? I'm Keithing them with the cops, right? That's what you do, option 1. Option 2, when it starts happening, go out into the garden and just start going, who's that? Is someone in pain? Do you need any help?
No! So embarrassing!
Why is it? Not for you. Embarrassing for them. They should be embarrassed.
Can you imagine standing
Just,
in the
you stand in the
garden
garden.
You're right there, Karen.
Well, no, you pretend you don't know where it's coming from.
What's that noise?
You just go, oh, is someone okay? I can hear some noises. Is someone in pain? And you pretend you don't know where it's coming from. You're just going, where's that coming? Hi, I'm Linda from number 21.
Oh, gosh.
If you're in pain, just shout now.
I'm Linda from 21.
Right, yeah.
Ah.
Linda from 69. So you're shouting to stop them and they'll be so embarrassed. That'll pipe them down. Option 3, when you see them, like the day after, go over and be like, you said you gave the imaginary names, what, Karen and Steve?
Steve, yeah.
You go over and you go, hey, Karen. She'll go, hello. And you go,
Heard you had a banging night.
no. Did you go, hey, did you hear one of the neighbours last night going at it? Cool, they were bad, weren't they? And you pretend you think it's another neighbour and you're gossiping with them. And she'll be so embarrassed.
They were wild.
You go, yeah. Hey, Karen, hello. You go, did you hear the neighbours last night? They were going for it. You go, what? You go, yeah, they were going.
What's wrong with Karen?
Oh, that love. Karen's a little northern lass. She loves it late at night. So she would go, do you hear the neighbours last night? They were going at it over there. I think they woke up the whole street about 11:30. Oh, I didn't hear it. She'll know you're talking about her. She'll be embarrassed. Shut the window. Calm it down. There you
Calm
go.
it, Karen. Calm it,
Karen. Randy
I
Karen.
actually love your solutions.
Yeah.
Find them all highly embarrassing, but
Yeah.
I'll send you out to do that. Honestly.
Honestly. Yeah. Or 4th option, go outside and start cheering and going, go on, Keith, go on. She loves it.
Stretch her out.
Yeah. Be like a fan. Be like, go in the garden like a fan, crack open a little beer and stand there and go, go on, stretch her out.
If anything, start putting it on TikTok. You'll get a great following.
Yeah.
And you'll just call them noisy neighbours.
Naughty neighbours.
Naughty neighbours.
Put it on TikTok, naughty neighbours.
Mate,
Just film it in the garden.
Yeah.
Boom. They can't even complain if it's in a public space. If it's entering a public space,
Yeah.
just film yourself. Don't film them. Film yourself and go, listen to this. And then
Listen to this.
yeah. There you go. That is loads of advice.
Oh, I think we've nailed it this week.
Mate, again, high five. If you've got a dilemma that you want me and Rox to make worse,
Or need a stretching out.
or need a stretching out, ladbabypodcast@gmail.com. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your date night diaries. Bam, bam, bam.
Ooh.
This is quality. It's a funny one.
Good.
It's a funny one. Hi, Mark and Rox. I love the podcast. I've been listening since season 1. You always make me laugh out loud. Thank you. Keep me anonymous. Everyone's anonymous
And
now.
now we listen.
So, when I was 19, I was working in retail. and became good friends with one of my colleagues who was a little older than me. 47 to be precise.
Okay.
They're 19. She's 47. That's a big age gap.
Boy or a girl.
But he's 19, she's 47.
Fine.
Okay?
Got you.
So, mate, at 19, he's got himself some, older woman action. He's got himself a cougar. Yeah. So
night.
he's found a 47-year-old woman to show him the ropes.
Oh, wow.
Show him all the ins and outs.
All right, Mark.
Okay,
Come on.
right.
Jeez.
After a work night out, I ended up back at hers and we hooked up.
Gosh.
We started meeting up regularly in secret, as she had 3 children, all of a similar age to me, and they obviously wouldn't have been approving.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this.
Okay.
But,
Well, I mean,
it's a bit young for me.
If they're both consenting, enjoying adults, then, let them crack on.
Right.
One night, she picked me up and we went to our usual spot, a side road in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, my goodness.
Where we knew we wouldn't be disturbed.
What, they're dogging?
Well, they knew they wouldn't be disturbed. They've just gone for some,
Okay.
lay-by love.
Yeah, we get it.
But
We
why?
get it.
Why are you so put
Because
off?
you're being very punny with the sexual innuendos,
Right.
okay?
It's just not my story.
Calm the innuendo down.
I'm just adding to it, okay? After about an hour, so I mean, I've had an hour.
An hour?
After about an hour or so,
Gosh.
it was time to leave. I mean, at 47, she's... I
The
can see
energy,
why.
The energy, man.
I can see why,
Go for it,
mate.
girl.
After about an hour or so, it was time to leave. To our utter dismay, the car wouldn't start.
Oh.
The battery had died. We had to call the AA. I couldn't believe it. However, it gets worse.
Why?
Not only could the AA man not find us, but then when he eventually did, he knew exactly what had been going on. Mainly because I was a 19-year-old lad and the woman was dressed only in her nightgown. She'd gone out and picked him up in her nightgown for some late-night lay-by loving.
Mate, nightgown? Who wears a nightgown? You could just be like, I had to pick up my son from a party.
In a nightgown? I mean, I would have gone for the sun vibe as well. I'd have been like, I just got to get my son home. The AA man just smiled and nodded. He knew the score.
I mean...
This is the weirdest part for me. Suffice to say, we never left the radio on again. So, the thing that drained the battery was they was playing the radio for an hour in a lay-by whilst having some loving.
Let's get it on.
What were they playing? What were they playing?
Let's get it on. Sugar. I mean, to be fair, music...
Mellow Magic?
Mellow Magic.
It's got to be Mellow Magic, right?
For sure at that time of night, or just Magic. Mellow Magic.
You've got to be playing Mellow Magic. This is my question, right?
Fast car. I gotta take over anyway.
You ain't-
those sort of songs.
You ain't getting down and dirty for an hour to like hip hop. It ain't happening for an hour. I mean, that's not the vibe. That's going to ruin the vibe, innit? Hip hop for an hour.
It gives me the ick, this story. It gives me the look. I've got the ick. He's nah, man.
Mate,
I think
he had a lick.
it's bit-
You had the ick. Mate,
I find
so
it with the ick with if it was the man and a girl too. Like I just
the age gap is too much
when
for you.
you've got sons that age or daughters, I'm like nah. So sorry, I need to speak,
You need to speak into
my
the mic.
microphone. When you've got sons or daughters that it's just not my vibe. It's giving me a bit of that.
I mean, the age gap is a big age gap. But
You just want to know what the playlist
I just
is.
want to know
Do
what
people have playlists?
playlists for love.
It is a thing, isn't
Well,
it?
they
Like
said-
people have bought out love albums.
Yeah.
Specifically.
But I'm
for
saying
that.
they're not there with their, mini disc player hitting up their playlist. They're not there with like, Usher straight into Marvin Gaye, Boys to Men. That isn't what they're doing. They're playing the radio. So you're getting ads between that, okay? You're listening to Mellow Magic. And maybe you get lucky and it's Marvin Gaye, let's get it on or whatever, right? And then
But
straight
then also,
away,
you might get an advert for Coca-Cola.
you're going to get, have you got car insurance? Sign up to Aviva right now. Like, you're going to get that, aren't you? And that's going to ruin a moment, isn't it? At any age, that is going to ruin a moment.
Hot 106.2.
Yeah.
What's the magic?
You're going to get you're going to get a little, do you use Uber Eats? Like, if you sign up right now, you get £20 off. That's what you're going to get.
You suffer from fungal infections.
Oh, no. No. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad there was no gear stick thing, because normally the gear stick action just makes me want to cry internally.
Yeah, I think he probably had a big enough gear stick to sort her out. So if you have got a date night
not,
story,
he might not have, Mark. Might be
an hour. Mate, he had a gear stick.
Just, again,
if you have got a story you would like us to read out, LadBabyPodcast at gmail.com.
I think we should end this segment. It's just vile.
Confessions.
Oh, no.
Of a lifetime. She can't even scream. Go on. Hi, Rox and Mark. My wife and I have been fans of yours since year dot. You bring us so much joy and laughter, and thank you for wholeheartedly for brightening up our lives. Oh, that's a lovely thing to say. Thank you so much. I know you love a good poo disaster story.
Oh, do we though?
And I have a shocking confession to make.
Oh.
So please keep me anonymous.
Dump this one on us. Come on.
This is bad. This is bad.
For you can tolerate a high level of poo story. I can't. For you to say that.
I am now almost 50 years old.
Okay.
And what I'm about to tell you is a confession that goes back to when I was 16.
Wow.
They've held this confession for that long.
Wow.
They're 50 and it happened when they were 16.
16.
My friends and I loved to go out partying. And when we did, we obviously had a bit of tipple.
Love it.
On this occasion, we was partying around a girl's house when her parents came home early, kicked off, and wanted to throw us all out.
We've all been there. We've all been there. Loved a house party, me.
Well, have you all been there with what's about to happen?
I hope not. I hope it weren't one I was at.
In retaliation, I quickly popped into the kitchen during all the chaos and commotion.
Ooh.
I took a wee into the kettle.
What?
I took a wee into the kettle and did a dump in the toaster.
Oh, that went wayward. What? The actual muffin? What? How have you got time to poo in a kettle? What? Why?
The precision of a toaster.
Dumped into a slot of a toaster.
All I want to know is, did you take the toaster to the floor or did you climb onto the unit?
What?
Do you climb onto the kitchen top or do you unplug it and drop it down to the floor?
I wouldn't keep it plugged in. You might electrocute
I
your
wouldn't
mum.
keep it plugged in. That's for one thing, you know?
Never keep it plugged in. What? Sorry, that went so where I was not expecting that to go.
I know. It goes so hardcore so quickly.
Why did he wee in a kettle?
How do you know it's not a her?
Well, I mean...
Roxanne, it's a her.
Just to wee in the top it.
The assumption that you assumed this was a man.
Well, because you've got an aiming stick. To
With the
wee in
wee,
a kettle
yeah.
is pretty hard.
Well...
It depends how girthy the kettle is, I suppose, but...
In the chaos, I weed into the kettle and took a dump in the toaster.
Why did she... What? What's the actual... I still could not fathom dumping in a toaster.
There's more.
Right. Oh, that's not the story.
Well, it is, but the next day, the girl crept out of the house after being grounded and proceeded to tell us that she was awoken with her parents screaming. She rushed downstairs to the kitchen to see both her parents were green and were retching at the stench coming from their freshly toasted turd. Not only that, from having had a sip of their morning brew. Roxy's going to be sick.
Stop right now. I'm actually going to be sick.
Roxy's like, what eyes are watering?
Dry retched. That is too
You have to watch this on YouTube. Roxy's eyes are watering
I can't get the toast out.
Oh, are you actually going to be sick? Don't be sick.
Please stop. Just don't mention
Okay. I'm just gonna talk amongst ourselves, everyone. Just while Rox
it.
composes
I thought I
herself.
was going to actual projectile vomit then.
Yeah, here's a musical interlude. Roxy's just gonna compose herself. She's quite literally gagging in the corner. Live your life within the moment, Rox.
I'm going to need a moment. That's what I'm going to need. Oh, I can't get over Don't think about it. Don't think about... I can't... It's the toast.
Needless to say, I've kept stum until this very day. P.S. I forgot to mention that the girl in the story is now my wife, and they're now my parent. They're now my in-laws.
I hope for your life that your missus don't watch this or listen, because she will know.
Yeah.
Who gets poo in a toaster and wee in a kettle?
Yeah.
They actually took a sip of the hot boiled wee.
Yeah, and the smell of the toasted.
Please don't say it again.
Okay.
That took me to a bad place, Mark. That's the worst.
Okay.
That's the worst I've ever heard. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to direct on the thing, on the YouTube.
Oh, we've had a musical interlude for Rox to cope.
What? To not be sick on my own self?
Wow.
Don't worry, if anyone has a sick phobia, I wasn't sick, okay?
Okay.
Oh, that's too far.
That was too far for
Shame
Rox.
on you. I'm sorry. Who does that, even at 16? What? Honestly, if one of my kids took a poo in a toaster, I'd go wild. I'd go mad.
Wild. She'd go
I'd
wild.
go mad at them. I'd be like, at what point you got that from your father, not me?
What do you mean? Don't blame that on me. I'm not pooing in toasters.
You find it funny.
I do find it funny. I do find it funny. I'll openly admit that. Thank you so much.
That was bad.
If you've got a confession that you believe will make Rox gag,
Please tell me if that made you gag as well.
LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, Mark, that's really bad.
You okay? You good to move on?
It's a good job I hadn't had a sausage sandwich before this, eh?
Living River. Savannah.
Oh, mate, I feel sick.
Oi, oi.
Don't gag anywhere.
Right, this isn't about teaching you something this week, Roxanne.
Oh, get a week off.
But this goes back to a, north versus south. What may be, like we did like breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, dinner, tea.
Yeah.
Things that are said differently in different areas of the country. Now, I don't know if this is like country, area related or just upbringing or maybe class level. Maybe it's a class level thing. I don't know. How do you say? So, this was sent in to us by Dan and Ellen in Essex. So what you mix with water, like the fruit juice that you mix with water.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Cordial.
Cordial. You don't call it squash.
No. Cordial.
It's squash.
What do you call it? Squash.
I call it squash.
Squash is a vegetable.
No, that's a butternut squash. It's called squash.
Nah, man.
The
cordial.
The big bottle of juice you get that you mix with water.
Yeah.
I call it squash.
Or you call it Robbo's, actually.
I call it Robbo's.
Or Rob.
Yeah. No, I don't call it Rob.
Robbo.
I call it Robbo.
Can I have a Robbo's, please?
I'll have a Robbo's because Robinson's is the brand.
Which used to confuse me when I moved here because I was like, what's a Robbo's?
Yeah, Robinson's is the brand.
Robinson's.
You
Yeah,
can't say, I'll have a Robinson's.
You made it into slang, Robbo.
I'll have a Robbo's. Yeah, because that's the brand.
Cordial. A cordial.
It's called a cordial.
A barley or orange barley. Your mum used to get you an orange barley or a lemon squash. No, man.
Cordial.
Cordial, lemon. Yeah, cordial.
Hello, Quincy. Bring me a cordial at once. Cordial.
What? But then,
squash.
If you say juice is orange juice and apple juice.
If I said a juice, I'd expect a fresh orange juice or
or an apple juice.
If I went, I'll have an apple juice, I'll expect a fresh one, a fresh apple juice.
Squash.
I wouldn't expect a dilute one. I call it squash.
I've called it cordial since the day of time.
Cordial.
A cordial.
I'll have a cordial, please.
I don't know what.
Fetch me a cordial from the cooler. It's called squash.
Would you call Ribena squash?
Yeah.
That's a cordial, though.
I'd call it a Ribena. You call it a beaner.
Beaner.
You got to have a beaner,
I'll
please.
have a beaner.
Have a beaner. That's what you call Ribena. You call it a beaner.
A beaner.
You're on about me calling Robbo's.
Yeah, you call it Robbo's. I call it beaner.
I'll have a beaner, please,
or a
Mark.
Vimmy. Vimto. I love a Vimmy. Vimmy, beaner, cordial.
How do you have so many names for just what is? It's called squash.
This is the thing. It's such a. It's up for interpretation.
I don't know if this is regional or
class
level or what.
don't
Like,
know.
how is it got so many names? Is what I don't understand.
So my parents never bought me like squash like Robinsons. It was more like cordial. Like it was like the really 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 strong stuff. So,
we just had the cheapest, and it was always, I don't know. It was just like squash. We just called it squash. There was never a brand.
Yeah, no. We always
Let us know what is it?
I've never called
the
it
name?
squash. I feel like squash is what they call it at football as well. Get some squash in for the kids.
Yeah, we'll get some squash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like, but no.
What is the main term? What does everybody
Yeah.
use across the UK?
I'm intrigued. Actually,
I want to know. I want this to be like breakfast, dinner, and tea. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I bet this divides people.
Robbo's,
beaner, squash. People just call it juice. Like, let us know at ladbabypodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, is there things that we're not dilute? I think people call it dilute, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, I'll have some dilute.
What? Oh, that's the action.
Like diluting it, yeah.
Wow.
I don't say it. Don't look at me.
It sounds so unfun.
Well, there you go.
I'll have a dilute.
I'll have a dilute, love. Let us know. ladbabypodcast@gmail.com. Would you rather?
Oh, would you rather?
Would you rather?
Not today after that gagging, thanks.
Roxanne, I have a would you rather, but I'm upgrading it right now.
Oh, no. Please don't add poo into it.
Would you rather sip from a wee brew or take a big, deep sniff of a toasted turd? You got to do one. What would you rather do? You got to do one.
Sorry, is it poo toast? Or...
Somebody's weeding the kettle and pooing the toaster. You've either got to sip. Someone's made you a cup of tea and it's with the wee. So you got to sip that. Like,
if that's boiled, do you think that's sanitised it ever so slightly?
Probably, maybe. And you've added milk to it and a tea bag. So you've got to.
Oh my
you've
gosh.
got to just.
So it's wee water.
You got a little sip.
Wee tea.
Right? Or you've got to walk in to the kitchen.
Bite poo toast.
No.
Right.
Just, you've got to go over to the toaster and go, what's that smell? And you've got to put your nostril over it and go.
Oh,
the biggest sniff. Like truly big sniff. Like the biggest sniff.
So I don't have to eat the poo?
No.
Oh.
But you've got to like truly ingest the smell.
Sorry. I just sneezed.
That was the funniest thing I've ever done. To make you sneeze from the thought of it. That was incredible. I didn't know that was possible, to make somebody sneeze. Oh, wow. That was the best reaction I've ever heard.
I don't think I would want to ingest any of it. So drinking the wee, I would have to take it in. If I'm not actually eating...
but you'd sip it and then go, spit it straight back out.
If I'm not eating the poo and sniffing it, I'd rather sniff the poo.
A full.
Oh, I have to sniff poo everywhere. We're walking out and someone's dog's had a little log on the floor and it smells of poo everywhere. It's constantly walking in poo.
But this is in your house. This is like in your kitchen. You're there
I don't
early
think
morning.
I could drink someone else's wee in a tea.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You'd just be, and then you go, ugh, what's that?
No, I'd sniff the poo.
I'd sniff the poo as well.
Sniff the poo, because at least there'd be a bit of a resonance of toast.
No, there wouldn't. It'd be toasted turd.
Yeah, toasted turd.
Right, there you go. Rox would sniff a toasted turd. That's the quote.
I feel really quite unwell now.
Great.
No, not great. It's only early. I've got the whole day ahead of me. Now I've got to think about wee tea and poo toast.
Thank you for that story, and thank you everyone for joining us once again for LadBaby Podcast.
Humans never cease to amaze me, honestly.
Please leave us a review if you've enjoyed hearing or indeed seeing Rox gag this week. And we can't wait to see you all next week. What do you want for lunch, Rox? Toasted sandwich?
just going to go with the carbonated water, I reckon.
Toasted sandwich.
No, I'm not having a sandwich.
Cheese
now.
toasted.
I'm not even going near tea today.
Cheese toasted.
You've ruined toast and tea. That's like the main basic staple of my day.
I mean, I haven't done it.
Shame on you.
I haven't done it.
Is it a story of you?
Roxanne, that is not a story about me. I have never done that to either your mum or dad's cat.
I would cry if you were squatting over a toaster. I would be laughing so hard, it would be so funny.
Would you climb up onto the counter or unplug it and put it on the floor?
Definitely unplug, put it on the floor, put it back, plug it in. But
Question.
what would you do?
I think for comedy,
You'd probably just be able to lift a leg, you're that tall.
for comedy value, I'd probably mount the surface.
You'd get on the surface.
I'd climb up because it's an added level of insult, isn't it?
He's put his feet on the
I've
surface.
put my feet and the thought of
I just don't understand why he did it.
retaliation.
Yeah, but why? What? Because he's thrown him out of the house?
Her. Throwing a her out the house.
Yeah, but...
It was a her. Stop saying it's a he.
Sorry, thrown her out the house.
Yeah.
It's just not a really... doesn't equate to the retaliation, you know.
Look, she's so angry. Thank you, everyone. We're still talking. The music's going.
Sorry.
Thanks,
Have a
everyone.
lovely week. We love you all. See you next week. Mwah.
Enjoy your toast.
Bye. Oh,
Bye.
and you too. Oh, my goodness, Mark. That was...